Hi, I'm Julie Lomurno. Welcome back to the W in our first Top Talk segment of the 2021-2022 school year. I'm here with Mr. Schenker. Today we take a question from the student body about the potential for a new turf field. Mr. Schenker, could you fill us in on some of the history of this discussion?
Sure. First, thanks for having me. It's great to be back to Top Talk. So the evolution of the field conversation has been going on for about 5 to 6 years. We actually were supposed to have a bond vote, as some may remember, right before literally the pandemic hit. So we had a vote scheduled for March of 2020, literally days after. We were all sent home to go home and be in our homes for the next 18 months. So a little bit of history there. It has been worked out. They actually have had architects reviewing plans. They've actually had a lot of community dialogue. So now they're about to reintroduce pretty much exactly the same proposal.
Okay, good to hear. When do you think we might see a turf field installed?
So if the board goes forward, which it looks like from our October board meeting, it looks like the board will go forward with meeting with the community and actually putting out a vote. If that vote goes out by late winter, early fall, early spring, the vote to then actual starting construction and everything else, I would say that if you are currently a 9th grader, you'll definitely see it. If you're currently a sophomore, you probably will see it. Juniors and seniors, when you come back for homecoming, it'll be there.
Okay, great to hear. Do you have any alternatives for senior parking spots this year?
We do. The alternatives, we had several. As everybody knows, the tradition of senior class officers and the like painting their parking spots didn't go over too well with a brand new multi-hundred thousands of dollar parking lot redo. But some alternatives that we had talked about over the summer was really finding a few things. One, something similar if you've been on Byram Hills campus, they have a huge rock that starts off the student parking lot and possibly getting a boulder delivered that actually would be colored and painted every year with messages. The other idea, which I kind of like, if everyone knows the bunker, the big bunker that sits behind the bleachers, there's an entire blue wall that goes unpainted every year, and giving that over to seniors to actually put their senior message on each year, so that every time you're up on the bleachers, you see the senior class message to the community and to their class, was another option. A third option that came up was something inside the building, which I don't know how well it would go over, but I guess a school in Texas had done the senior paint the ceiling tile proposal, where each senior got a ceiling tile, they painted their design on it, and then it went up in the ceiling for the school year, and then obviously came out the next school year. The problem with that is I don't know who's paying for each ceiling tile every year, other than having that be a cost to kids. So there are a couple ideas out there. I also really haven't kind of given up on maybe the painting of the spots. Maybe if you let the parking lot weather a little bit more. So maybe not for this year's seniors, but in the future.
Well, that all sounds positive, and for another good school year for us coming seniors next year. That sounds very good to hear. So again, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Hope to see you soon.